Hello everybody, it's Paige. Welcome. I was thinking today we could start on our backs instead of child's pose, just switching it up a little bit. So if you want to go ahead and lay down, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a really big squeeze to start, and then bring your arms down to the side. We're going to move our knees in circles here, starting to just slowly wake up our core and massage the back around the glutes, and go both directions here. Switch direction at any point that you want, and then start to listen into the breath. And as we go through today's practice, I invite you to think about like as if instead of things are happening to you, if things are like happening for you, right? So like seeing the moment as like an opportunity and something that's presenting itself to you or for you, instead of like the world is against you, right? And why is this happening to me? But be like, oh, this is actually because it's happening for me. So kind of having that idea and that mindset as we go through today. Separate the knees wide. Maybe go ahead and grab the feet for happy baby. You can work on grabbing the big toes too if you want to wiggle one leg straight and then the other. And it's okay if your body's tight, right? This is your body's way of trying to keep you safe. So just breathe into it, try to relax into it. Here's Layla for your entertainment. Another round of breath here. And go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. And grab opposite elbow over your head so we can try to feel the shoulders really opening up, pulling the elbows towards the ground. Breathe here. Inviting in an open body. Oh, Layla. She started licking me. Maybe close your eyes throughout this practice so you can enjoy the benefits of what's happening within you instead of just what's happening outside of you. If you think about it, this shape is pretty much like child's pose, right? It's just on our back. That's like your arms are straight above you and you pull the knuckles down to the ground. Then that's pretty much like child's pose. It's just in flipped upside down onto your back. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring your knees in. Drop your feet down, lift your hips up for bridge. Maybe interlace your hands underneath you so you can shimmy your shoulders a little closer. 2 more breaths. 1 more here. And then slowly drop it down. From here, cross your right ankle on your left thigh for a figure 4. And grab onto your legs any way you want here so that you can really get the sensation you're looking for. I like to pull in my right foot closer, push my right knee away, but then notice if your right hip feels like it's really pushing forward, try to pull the right hip up at the same time. You can bring your right hand through the loop in your legs, but really keep flexing your right toes towards your right knee. So you actively pull your left knee in, feeling it in your legs as much as you can, and then the hands help assist. 1 more round of breath here. And switch it out for the other side. So I was thinking today maybe we can play with a little bit of IT band work and activate it in a few different ways throughout the practice today. Use the breath to try to relax into it. Got cat hair all over my face right now. So sorry, rubbing my eyes. Another round of breath. Release the legs, shake them out to the ceiling for a moment. Cross your ankles, rock and roll, and come up to a seated pose. And I'm going to face towards you for this. You can still face the front of your mat if you want. Go ahead and reach it up on the inhale. Exhale, reach it over to the side. And we're going to just keep this moving for a moment. Inhale up, exhale over. And I'm going to bend the bottom elbow, or you could even bring the elbow all the way down to the ground to extend over. So it's up to you, or you can even just stay light on the fingertips. So either way, we're opening up the side body back and forth a few rounds. The inhales bring you to center for a long spine, and the exhales bring you over. Keeping the whole front line of your body open, so you don't want your arms out like in front of you here. Roll the shoulder back. Think of it like your extended side angle. And bring it back in to center after you go over to the side one more time. Bring it back up, and then bring your hands out in front of you. Let your head drop. Take a few rounds of breath here. 2 more. Maybe move your head left and right, lean the weight. Start to notice how you're feeling this posture. Slide your hands back to your knees, crisscross your ankles the other way. Sitting nice and tall. And we'll do the same thing where we keep moving, but we're gonna reach up and then twist over the shoulder. Inhale back up, grab onto your knee, sit tall on the fingertips and twist over your shoulder. And then just keep that moving. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. So it's a little quick movement here. Keep it moving. Really focus on the breath and a longer spine more than anything. One more each side. And then we'll go ahead and reach up. Exhale, hands down, crawl out in front of you. If you need a little more of a grounding practice, you can press into the hands. If you want a more energizing practice, you could turn up the palms. Connect into your breath one more. And then press back into the hands. And from here, we'll face toward the front of the mat if you weren't. And we'll go ahead and rock and roll. Plant your palms. Step back into high plank and hold your high plank. Push the ground away. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Connect into the breath on the exhale. Pull your belly button up and into the spine. One more breath. Shift forward. Keep your gaze forward. You can take your knees on the way down. Keep your heart open, throat open on the way down. Press the tops of the feet down. Roll the shoulders back. Hi, Layla. And then inhale, lift it up for cobra. Exhale, lower it back and down. Toes curl under, either tabletop or high plank to downward facing dog. And take some time in your down dog to kind of feel what's going on right now. So if we can shift our perspective to, even if it was just for a moment, even just being playful with the thought that maybe the universe is conspiring in your favor instead of it being against us, right? We can start to see things as blessings, as miracles, right? As things that really can shift the way we look at it. Like, we could go through the same exact experience, but the way we look at it is going to be the way we're going to experience it. So just paying attention to that internal dialogue and allowing yourself to maybe shift it to having that hope, right? Giving yourself that chance. One more big breath. And exhale, walk to the top of the mat for ragdoll, feet about hip distance, and kind of shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and bring the left hand down, right arm high, take 3 big circles. I'm bending my left knee only. Half bind to roll the shoulder back. And then switch it out. Right hand goes down, left arm high, big circle with the left arm 3 times. Open it up. And then half bind, open the shoulder even more. Fold back into it. Toe heel the feet together, so that just means you bring your toes together, heels together. Inhale, halfway lift, lift your toes if you can. Lengthen your spine all the way through the crown of your head. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, twist it to the right, open the arms, keep the left knee pulled back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist it to the left. Inhale, back to center. Airplane arms, exhale. Tadasana, bring it up. Exhale, back bend, open it up. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, press into the shins. Plant your palms, step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. White arm cobra. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower it back and down. Push up, high plank. Downward facing dog. So let's flow with it so we can get our body heated up before we get into some bigger postures. Feet together, inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop. Top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Weight into the heels. Exhale, twist it to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back up. Airplane arms, exhale. Tadasana, bring it up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant your palms, step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, all the way down. Last time with a different variation here, we're gonna press the tops of the feet for a moment. Interlace your fingers, look down, reach back. Then feet together, point the toes back. Start to lift your feet, start to lift your chest. Take an inhale, lift even higher. Exhale a little bit. 2 more. 1 more. And exhale, lower. Right arm out to the right, right ear down, bend your left knee and roll it open for a moment. We'll come back into center for the other side. Bring your left arm straight out to the left. That's kind of that neutral spot. Right leg goes behind you. I'm using my right hand. And you can use your right hand any way you want. Come back into center. Either push into high plank or tabletop. I'm just going tabletop for this round just because of my back. Today's a little bit off. We're gonna press into the hands, downward facing dog, and we're gonna move on to the next set here. Bring your right leg high, take an inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale high. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. Standing split, top of the mat, inhale. Exhale, left foot drops behind your right foot so our ankles are crossed. We're gonna crawl our hands over to the right and breathe here. Come back into center, keep your fingertips down, and all we're gonna do is bend both knees and then go ahead and take a jiva squat. Gaze forward, kick your left heel towards your glute. 1 more breath. Land it behind you. Come up into crescent lunge. I know that right thigh is probably on fire. Reach it up. And as you exhale, let's go ahead and airplane arms, lean forward. Then open it up, reverse warrior, flatten out the back foot. Exhale into triangle, straighten the front leg, reach up and down. Big inhale. And as you exhale, left hand goes down, lounging lizard. And then from here, from your lounging lizard, let's go ahead and step it into side plank. Lift your hips up. 1 more breath. Right hand down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale, drag the feet forward. Toes curl back under, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg high. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Standing split, inhale. Cross your ankles, exhale. Crawl over to the left, breathe here. Back into center. Fingertips down, keep your gaze forward. Bend both knees, but pop your right heel up towards your glutes. We're gonna keep that left leg bent. Right leg goes behind you. Crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, airplane your arms, lean forward. Take it to reverse warrior. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale into triangle. Another inhale. Right hand goes down. Point the left toes out to the left. Pinky edges of both feet. And then side plank. Ooh, yeah. Lift the hips up. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Whew. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Drag the feet forward and then downward facing dog. Quick moment if you want to get off the wrist. Sip water, whatever you need to do. The beauty of this at home is if you need to, you could always pause it and run to the bathroom. So, from here, we'll go ahead and play with that whole flow again, and then we'll go further into that. But let's just like keep the momentum going, keeping that heat going. And like see all of this as it's happening for you, right? Trying to let go of any resistance you might have to the flow, to the postures, to your thoughts, to any of the energy that's coming at you. See it as something that can help you learn and grow and become stronger. So downward facing dog. Sorry, they're vacuuming in the hallway. Sounds kind of loud. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Pop it up, standing split, inhale. Exhale, cross your ankles. Crawl over to the right, breathe here. Back into center. Jiva squat. Gazes forward for 3, 2, 1. Land it behind you, crescent lunge, inhale. Woo. And exhale, airplane arms. Inhale to reverse, reach it up and back. Exhale into triangle, open it up. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand down. Lounging lizard. Then lift that right leg high for 5-pointed start at sides, at side plank for 3, 2, 1. Maybe the right leg stays hovered. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, drop it. Downward facing dog, exhale. Another time, let's flow with it. Left leg high, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale high. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Pop it up, standing split, inhale. Exhale, cross your ankles. Crawl the hands over to the left, breathe there. Keep the left foot down. You might want to go to the pinky edge, keep the big toe down. Come back into center. Jiva squat. I like to keep my hands on the ground just while we're flowing through. And then drop your right foot behind you. Inhale, reach it up. Airplane arms, exhale. Reverse warrior, big breath in. Exhale into triangle. Big breath in as you expand from the heart. Exhale, right hand down. Lounging lizard just for a moment. Then take it into side plank with the left leg hovered. Keep it hovered, high plank. Keep it hovered, chaturanga. Release to up dog. Downward facing dog to maybe a child's pose. I'm gonna take the variation where my knees are together. Arms are back because my shoulders and my back's been hurting me. Probably from landscaping and volleyball. It's like everything I do right now is very physical, so I get like exhausted. So give yourself a moment to rest, sip some water. And let's go further with this flow. time goes by really quick. So let's just get what we can out of this last one before we wrap it up. Downward facing dog. Right leg high. Knee to nose. Exhale. Inhale, bring it high. Bend your knee, open your hip, and I'm gonna take a reverse tabletop one-handed instead of a wild thing. Whatever version you want today. Drop your hips so you can flip right leg high. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. Pop it up, standing split. Exhale, cross your ankles and fold. This time, come up with the knees bent, lift your right heel, right arm under. Eagle arms, eagle legs. Wrap your right foot around. Elbows up. Exhale, lean forward and touch your elbows to your knees. You squeeze your arms, squeeze your legs for a few more seconds. When we release, we're gonna go standing split, and then land your right foot to the back of the mat, drop your right knee down, and then take funky lunge. So your left foot should be more to the right, and as you drop your right knee pretty far back, then you straighten out your front leg on the pinky edge. Then crawl your hands over to the left, and we're gonna take it into cow face. So slide your left foot in, bring your knees together. You could come up for a moment on the knees if you want to open there, then we'll sit down. So I'm facing backwards here, but your left leg is on top, and we're sitting down. Now you can straighten out the bottom leg, you can sit on a block, pillows, blankets, whatever you want at home. Push the knees forward. You could go for a bind here, so left elbow high, maybe binding behind your back. You could twist over the left shoulder, or you could work on folding over the legs here. What we're gonna do to get out of this pose, so we should be left leg on top here. I know it's facing the other way, but what we're gonna do is come forward to the knees, and let me face the way I was so it makes sense to come back to the top of the mat. And then from here, just twist so that your right or your left foot goes flat again. So you're in a low lunge, but it's a little bit wonky here. Wiggle back and go ahead, straighten out the back leg, straighten out the front leg. Good, and then from here, we'll go ahead and come into the pinky edge again and maybe crawl the hands over to the left here. So you can use something underneath each hand if you'd like. If you're gonna use a block, don't have both hands on the block, have one hand and then the other. And bring it back into center. And from here, let's go ahead and step it into downward facing dog. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Left leg high, knee to nose. Inhale high, bend your knee, open the hip, and flip your dog to either a reverse tabletop one-handed or a wild thing, which it would be like the right leg is a side plank. Drop the hips, carefully flip. Left leg goes high. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. We're just popping it up for one more standing split in this part of the flow. Cross your ankles and bend the knees, lift your left heel. So I'm on the left big toe, really bend the bottom leg. Left arm wraps under, maybe hover, maybe wrap your foot. Squeeze the arms, push them forward, lift them up, and then just hinge forward. Touch your elbows down to your knees, breathe here. Our untangle is a standing split to a funky lunge. So your feet are on opposite corners of the mat. Drop your knee down to the left knee, pretty far back. Roll into the pinky edge. Crawl your hands to the right. And then if you're wanting to set up here with the knees, you can push your hips forward and then come down to a seat. So here we could work on twisting to the right or grabbing the elbow and giving a good tug. You can also lean forward here. Just check in with yourself. As soon as you notice like you're getting annoyed, you're getting frustrated, you're fighting with something, that, you know, sometimes it's things that like don't matter that much. When it really matters, I get it, right? We should fight for it. We should really show up for those experiences in that way. But when it's like just us like complaining and getting angry and feeling like defeated, then we can take that narrative and we can flip it to seeing how we can like view it as if everything is going in our favor. Maybe it's putting us on a different path for a different reason. That's something I'm experiencing now. I'm actually going to be creating my own online classes soon, so I'll be announcing those in September. So, and much more news after that too. So let's go ahead and then turn to the front of the mat into that kind of that weird funky lunge setup. And then from here, we're going to wiggle our right toes to a regular low lunge. Straighten both legs. Roll into the pinky edge, crawl your hands to the right if you want. So this is our funky lunge, more lifted up here. And then from there, we'll go ahead and set it up with the right leg high, shake it out, come down to your knees. Bring your legs out from underneath you any way you want. We're gonna take our seat to the side and fold into it. And then roll back into Final Shavasana. Time goes by super quick when it's a half an hour, so I'll be offering longer classes and a totally different platform, so please stay in touch with me and I'll get that info to you. Go ahead and drop into Final Shavasana. Allow yourself to just imagine, even if it seems crazy, just for one moment, that everything is going your way. The universe is conspiring for your favor. That if we start to see things happening for us instead of to us, it empowers us, right? Takes us from a victim mode to a survivor to a thriver. Shifting the energy out of like, why is this happening to me? Instead, we can be like, well, you know what, maybe this happened for me so that this other thing could happen. And maybe we can't see the big picture yet, but just be open to that. It could maybe be a possibility. And notice how everything might start to shift for you. Okay, we'll get that alarm fixed eventually. Sorry about that. We have a minute here, so start to increase the breath, move around in any way that helps you get to a seated pose, or stay where you're at if you're feeling that and you want to just marinate in that space a little longer. But we're going to take what we've learned on our mat today and we're going to apply it into the rest of this week or whenever you're watching this. Sitting nice and tall. Bring your hands up to prayer. Take this practice and use it. Try to see the blessings and the opportunities in every moment. Even when things go the way we don't want them to go, maybe it's leading us down the path that we need to go. Thumbs to your third eye center. Big breath in.
bowing to the teacher in all things. Namaste. Thank you so much. I will be uploading 2 a week, and I'll be letting you know about my online platform. And then on Thursday, 7 p.m. if you want to come in person to Euro Crepes on South Broadway at 7 p.m. I'm teaching yoga outside. There's only it's no more than usually 10 people, and then we sit outside after and drink sangrias and eat crepes and just kind of have a nice night while we enjoy the rest of the summer. So thank you, and hopefully you're enjoying these videos. Have a great rest of your day.